Well, let's talk about what is a strategy instruction. A strategy instruction is a teaching practice that shows students how to learn the content or skills they need to acquire. It provides students with clear strategies to help them process, remember, and express the information they learn. What are examples of instructional strategies? For example, create learning stations, use task cards, interview students, target differences within lessons, share your own strengths and weaknesses, use the think, pair, share strategy, make time for journaling. There are 5 kinds of instructional strategies, and they are direct instruction, individual independent study, indirect instruction, experiential learning, and collaborative learning. A strategy instruction involves teaching someone study skills, which are techniques students can use to learn or test more effectively. Some examples of study skills include memorizing facts, reading a textbook chapter efficiently, taking accurate notes, studying for a specific type of exams, such as multiple choice or essay, taking specific types of exams, such as multiple choice or essay. Time management skills and tools, organizing and writing a research paper, using technology to learn more effectively, such as SmartPen software to create visual mind maps and speech-to-text software. Who can benefit from a strategy instruction? Nearly every student could benefit from a strategy instruction, particularly as they transition into college or through college. The brightest students or highly competitive campuses seek help in developing new study skills to maintain their success as their learning environments become more challenging. Unfortunately, about the only time students think about a strategy instruction is when they want to boost their SAT or activity scores. What are the benefits of a strategy instruction? Learning the different strategies and identifying the best time and way to use them allows students to learn independently, improving their self-esteem and confidence. They are able to explore new directions and problem solving, to reflect and introspect on outcomes and mistakes, and to experiment with various strategies in order to choose the one that works best for a particular lesson. Thus, strategy instruction facilitates self-directed learning within the classroom. Teaching a strategy instruction.
La montaña canta una canción, de repente aparece, es que doy en presión. Yo he cu, yo
A strategy instruction can be taught through these simple steps. Good learning. What is good learning? Explain the concept of good learning to the class and mention the strategies that it requires. Encourage them to discuss their thoughts on this. Generating questions about good learning will help students identify the core strategies that they rely on while studying. Learn the strategies. Teach your students the different cognitive, memory, and visual strategies that can make learning fun and easier. It is essential that different strategies are taught so that the students can choose one with ample knowledge. Along with the strategy, it is important that they learn to relate the strategy with the content. For example, when a student is taught technique visualization, he or she should also understand how visualization works and the type of content it works for. Model a strategy. Demonstrate to the class how you will use a strategy and when. Explain the process of reasoning to help the students learn better. Consider a scenario where the teacher is teaching the strategy or chunking. The students can write down a list and the teacher can chunk the material and repeat the list to the class. Practice and generalization. Encourage the students to practice their strategies initially. It may be helpful if the teacher questions them on the possible strategies that can be used. As the students get familiarized with the different strategies, it will be easier for them to generalize all the phases of learning. Self-evaluation. As students practice their strategies, encourage them to evaluate their choice of a strategy and reflect on whether it was the optimal choice. Encourage them to try out different strategies in a particular situation and compare the results. In this way, students are taught to self-evaluate their work and strengthen their knowledge on the strategies. Knowing more about the strategy instruction goal, therefore, help students be efficient and self-directed good learners and advance their academic performance. When teachers apply a strategy instruction in a consistent and realistic manner, students are engaged and this may increase their motivation. Motivation is a dynamic and an interactive process composed of beliefs, wants, reasons, and goals mediated by social, cultural, and historical conditions to learn a second of a foreign language. When students are guided to have a clear purpose in reading, motivation plays a very important role. Motivation is beneficial because it is based on the cognitive characteristics of the learner. Well, if we are teachers, and according to our experience, and talking about me in my personal experience, I think we are not just teachers, we are instructors, we are guiders, we are providers, and also something really important in this part is that we are instructors, but we are constructors, because depending on the way we learn, depending on the way we teach the students, they are going to have more advances. We are very responsible about the content and the construction of the content our students are going to have. So what I want to focus in this part is that we have to construct knowledge, but we have to be very careful in order to do that, because we have to think about the characteristics of our classes, the way the students learn, the way they are, the things they like and the things they don't like. So we have to analyze in this part that we have to apply some contents, but also at the same time, we have to motivate. So I think the purpose of these instructional strategies is motivate our students to learn a language, even if it's English, if it is Japanese, Italian, or French. Our work is motivate, and we are going to motivate our students using some instructional strategies, but we have to be sure what strategies we have to use and when, why, and where. Finally, I would like to say something. Give a person a fish, eat for a day. Teach a person to fish, eat for a lifetime. So that is what a teacher has to do. Teach a person to fish, not just transmit knowledge for transmitting. We have to teach our learners to transmit knowledge, but also construct knowledge, because we are not all the time with them. And when we are not with them in the classes, they have to find a way to construct knowledge. So Remember that.